Virgo, welcome back to another Four Paths Healing Tarot message. My name is Dee. We're doing another love reading today. Welcome back. I'm grateful that you popped in and said, hey, what's up? For those of you where you are not looking for love readings, that's not what you're on this week. If you go to the shorts tab on my page, I do general energy readings for each sign, and this week it is for career, money, fortune. So if that's something that you are interested in, you can click on the shorts tab on my page and it'll take you to all of the signs there. Likely next week, I'll probably do a larger career, money, fortune reading that is beyond a short, okay? For those of you who are continuing on in the space, you're wanting to understand what's happening in your love connection, Virgo, you're going to have to possibly switch around these energies. I will speak to couples that are in different phases of their relational life cycle. So I'll be sure to call that out because everyone's story is a little bit unique and different. There are some folks where you are apart, but there are some people here, and I think most of you that I'm speaking to, it feels like this connection's at the brink of being a separation if some communication does not happen soon. It feels like life support type of thing. So switch around the energies. You know, we are connected to whoever we are in our energetic exchange with. So keep that in mind. So the connection first, it feels like whoever this person is, you either came together and you became like best friends, or whoever this person is, over time, you have a good friend, best friend, that you gradually became romantic with each other. And out of that, genuine feelings came about. I'm sensing a strong vibe that this is someone who is friend. That is an important connection here between the two of you. We have best friend here to describe a little bit about this overarching energy. It says, friendship is vital to our romance. Feelings deepen and blossom. Again, I'm sensing that this is someone that you probably have been friends with for a while and you decided to take it a little bit farther, and it kind of worked out by going in this other direction in your relationship from friends to lovers. There's a love language of physical touch between the two of you. A tender touch means so much. You all have sparks in your connection. You can feel that there's a connection. It may be beyond the physical. It might be that you all, because you have been friends, you almost have like a telepathy, psychic connection with each other that feels beyond this world. It feels possibly otherworldly, this connection that you have. And then another card is that there's a spirit soul path between the two of you, a personal evolution within this relationship. It's really important. And I think that's a vibe that you all both understand and recognize. It's like, Virgo, you and this other person know that this is not happening by happenstance. All of these weird synchronicities in this relationship between us, this isn't happening by accident. There's something here. There's something specifically in this connection for us that's unique to us. This is where the real parts come in. This is where it gets a little bit challenging in this connection for you, Virgo, is that there is a need for some honest and open communication right now. It says, expect a heart-to-heart conversation, or this conversation may have already happened. And then for some of you, I'm sensing that you're gearing up, you're getting your motivation, your heart ready to have a sincere connection. There's something about this connection that feels kind of confusing and blocked in. There is a confusing energy here, but it certainly feels powerful. It feels like the two of you together, when you are together, there is extreme power. It feels like there's this divine understanding about why this comes together and why it has come together. So kind of like a divine timeline. You don't have to put too much effort into it. It just tends to work because it's guided by something bigger. And then by this connection, it feels like I want to be cautious of this. I don't want to get flagged. This wonderful, beautiful world lady on this card does not have a bra on, so I don't want to get flagged. But in this world card here, this is a connection that feels like it heightens the spirituality, the physical reality of both of you. Something about this connection grows the two of you. You become better people when you are together. And it's something about this connection, whether said or not, that feels like wish fulfillment. It feels like it pours something into all of your cups, you and this person. However, it's not clear, though. Going back to this connection is not clear. There's a block that is happening in this connection right now. And because of that, there's someone that spends some time worrying. And I think it's the both of you. You're not talking about the different thoughts being these swords here that are the stacking of the thoughts and the worries, the negative lens that possibly you are seeing this potential love connection through. You're not talking about that, how this can grow, but you're both feeling it. Someone's thinking about turning away because they're wanting to go toward clarity in their life. It could be you, Virgo. It could be your other person, but you all have such an interesting connection. It could be the both of you working through this energy where you know that you both want to be free and clear of this block, kind of stagnant. Are we friends? Are we not? Do we really go to the next level or not? But someone here is thinking about just moving on because it's getting to be too hard, and it's having an impact on how they're seeing their life in the world. This is kind of like a negative filter. So there's something about this connection that's making other areas of life challenging for you or this person or for both. Then I come on over to you, my lovely Virgo, and this kind of feels like a continuation of last week in some ways, but what you are working through right now, oracle wise, it says, I want to be more than friends. That's what's in your heart. I wish I had treated you better. And then a final card that came out here is, I am not available. Virgo, this feels like you know that you have passion for this person, but you're holding on to something. You're holding on to fear, but this also feels to me right now in this reading as you being guarded and blocked from this person. The Fool in reverse, so indecision here. And this is indecision about, here you are, my lovely Virgo, with all of your pentacles right here, being the grower of things. You are not allowing yourself to be clear about what it is that you want, possibly because in your past there has been some heartbreak, but it really is important for you to use your communication, get clear about your intentions, even though you're guarded. You are guarded right now because you've been through something before. Another thing that this feels like is that lately, for some of you, Virgo, excuse me, love cup, there has been a hard conversation. Likely, Virgo, you shared what you're working through and possibly your doubts and your hesitations about moving forward, the Two of Wands in reverse with this person. And because of that, that also is a compounding factor in why this relationship is having a hard time right now. But another part of what this is for you is that I have the Seven of Wands here. This is defense. This is resistance. This is after being successful. This feels like, Virgo, you know that there's potential here. You know that there's love here. You know what you feel, but you're still fighting to stay in a guarded place, to keep things still. It's like you don't want to lose control, especially you being your wonderful Virgo self. You know how to grow things in the world. You like things that are practical, that make sense. Show me the reason and the logic, honey. But with this love connection, sorry for all of the noise outside. My apologies. Hopefully it's not distracting you. But for this love connection that you're in, you can't be in control here. No one can in love. And that's what makes love such a scary thing. We could really just take a pause and talk about that, right? But love is its own kind of thing. That's why I try to maintain a presence just for the love connection, because love is going to do what it wants to do. I think that's where spirit and God is in our connections with other people. It's a divine purpose for love. But Virgo, it feels like right now you are just not comfortable letting go and letting that this friendship turn into a real solid relationship and just surrender to love because you've been through something before. So that's what this Seven of Wands is resonating as. And you're trying to really reach into your heart. You're really trying to be mindful. This is a spirit connection. This is an intuitive connection. Your person has this card on their side too. You all are deeply, deeply spiritually connected, but you're having a hard time. You're just really having a hard time finding the strength to let go and let this love flow and be, and fully allow this person to enter into your life in a way that creates partnership. It's almost like there's something about the energy of the friendship that has felt good. And, you know, every friendship has its own relational dynamic. There's one person who gives the advice, one person who's the receiver. There's one person who, you know, friendships, we fit together with our friends like a puzzle. What's coming to me right now is that in this friendship turning into a relationship and going farther in this connection, it feels like those roles kind of change a little bit, and that feels a little bit weird. And maybe you're wanting to protect yourself from that, and maybe you had a hard conversation about that, and it kind of put some ouchies in the relationship dynamic. Beneath your deck, here you are. You are Four of Cups. You're kind of like, I just kind of want to take a pause. You know, I don't really know. I feel like there's love here, but I don't know. I'm not exactly ready to fully open up to that. Beneath that is the Star card, because in some ways you are healing here. You are healing. You're wanting to make sure that you're doing things the right way because there's some stuff in the past that you're still working through. Okay, so now we go over to your person. Your person is saying, I will wait for a sign from you. Then, come on, nails. I love long nails, but they do not make it easy to pick up these cards off of this desk. My apologies. Uh-oh. I left before you could leave me, for those of you who are separated, and it's time for me to heal now. So for those of you where the connection, it feels like you're disconnected for a moment, it's because of their own pride too. They want in, they want to be in your love and in your connection. The friend stuff has kind of gotten to be a little bit hard. They've kind of become unclear about what you really want from them. And I think it started taking a toll on their self-esteem and their self-confidence in this connection. But for some of you, you're not separated, but this person is thinking about how to move into a time where they can have a little bit more clarity in their life. They want to be free of the worry. They want to be free of feeling blocked in by their heart as it connects to this matter. They're wanting to move forward. But there's also the Empress here for this person, their connection. The Two of Swords in reverse, which means for me that they're becoming clear about what it is that they want with the Ace of Swords here as well. They know that they want you. They know that they are into you, but it kind of feels like they're beginning to free themselves of the weight. And so it's almost like, okay, Virgo, it's in your court. If you want this or not, you know that I'm incredibly in love with you. I've been loving you as a friend first. And so I gotta put down this thing of, you know, waiting, going back and forth, or playing the kind of weird relationship, friendship game. I just kind of want to look over my life, see what's good for me, and I want to free myself of the hurt that is coming with waiting for this relationship to evolve and grow into the thing that they want. I will say this, Virgo, and then they also have this card here too, which mirrors you. You all have an incredibly intuitive connection. Likely what you are feeling about them, they're feeling about you, vice versa. I feel like you all can kind of sense each other's ideas and thoughts. You know each other's moves very, very well, because this friendship dynamic that you have has solidified you so wonderfully, making you ripe for a connection in a relationship. So you all have that in common. Virgo, I want to say that the biggest hovering thing that's around me right now is that communication is your best friend, and that often is for couples in relationship, communication or action or both. But in this particular situation, clarity about what you're working through, Virgo. If you have some fears, you might not want to talk a whole lot about those fears because you are a self-actualized person. You are strong, you are sound, and maybe that vulnerability is a little bit weird, but I'm sensing for you, Virgo, you really are fearful about being hurt. You're fearful, but there is beauty and wonderful potential here, especially with this Emperor here, this power, the energy of four, the energy of structure. But then I'll also say this too. The heart usually knows. I think the heart is where intuition rests. That's just me. That's where I feel it for myself, in the heart chakra space. Virgo, if you really do feel like there's something about this that's not quite right, obviously you got to pay attention to your intuition. And I trust that you know the best decision to make for you. I'm on your team, but I hope that this reading helps. I love you. I trust your decision making, okay? If you like this space and you have not subscribed, I'd love for you to join the family. Welcome. If you don't want to do all of that, you just want to get a quick read, like what's going on, I'm glad that you chose me, you stopped in, and hopefully you'll stop in next week to say what's up again. I love you, Virgo. I'm rooting for you. Take care of yourselves. Bye.